we'll go on to a new topic called views in SQL. Now, you all might be remembering last day we saw about subtables in SQL, isn't it? Creating subtables in SQL. We did see creating a subtable. For example, you could create a subtable like select SID, comma, name, we were calculating the average, and then we were making a small table from that and all that. So, let's see how you create a view and what do you mean by the view. Now, when you create a subtable, only at the time in which that query is executed, you will be able to see the content of that subtable. Now, imagine the content of that particular subtable. You want to store it for your later use. Okay, you can store it in something called view. A view. Okay, so I'll just give you a small homework. Find out the difference between view and a table. You have a question. Find out the differences between view and a table. What is the difference between a view and a table? Okay, now let's see how to create a view. Now, to create a view, you do it like this. Now let's have a direct question. Create a view of all the students who live in Kochi. So, I can write like this. Create view. I can give a name for that view, like, V1. As, what was my question? View of all Kochi people. This is my question. Okay, view of all the Kochi people. Create a view as, how do you get the Kochi people? Select star from test underscore stu where city equal to Kochi. Now, all the people who come in Kochi. Kochi is these many people. This is Kochi people. Their details will be stored in a view. And this view, contrary to a subtable, you can use it for all your querying purposes, because you can always use V1 and then do all your querying purposes in this particular V1. So now I'll just copy and paste and let's see what happens. Copy. I'll paste. They're telling me a view created. Now let's find out. Select star from V1. Now, once I've created a view called V1, this V1 will work exactly like my table. Select star from V1. Okay, I get all the Kochi people. I can give something more. Select star from V1 where M1 greater than let's say 15, where the marks is greater than 15. Look here, my view, it works just like my table. I can do all my querying in my V1. Okay, so this is how you create a view. Now look here, this view, it is actually a component of my table. That's my table. Yeah, it is actually a portion of my table. A portion of my table. The Kochi people. The Kochi people, they are in V1. Now imagine some point of time, I feel that, the same V1, it should have something else. As of now, my V1 is having all the details of the Kochi people. City is equal to Kochi. And some point of time, I feel that, the content of V1 should not be this. Okay, V1 is actually a temporary thing. Okay, you can always change it. Some point of time, I'm feeling that, V1 shouldn't have the Kochi people. Instead, it should have something else. It should have something else like, I say, it should have the people of not in Kochi. All the people who are not in Kochi, which means, this portion. This portion. So, I can always update my view. So let's see, how do you update a view? How do you update a view? Now, to update a view, it is same as create view. Now, look here, let's copy this. Now, together with create, the same v1 itself, I'm not creating another one called, it is not no longer city equal to Kochi. It is city not equal to Kochi. But I'm not planning to create a new v2. That is not what I have in mind. That same v1 itself, I need to modify it or update it. So together with the create, you will even use a keyword called replace. Create or replace view v1. What does it mean is, if it has a v1, if you already have a v1, okay, look here, I already have a v1, Kochi people. If you have a v1, replace it. In case you do not have a v1, create it. Okay, so I'll just copy this from here. Paste it that side. Okay, they're telling me view created. Select star from v1. Okay, that same v1. I did not create another v1 because there is too many views will be there. Okay, too many views will be there. That same v1, I modified it. So with the help of this particular keyword or replace, that existing v1, I had it. I just modified it. Now no longer it is Kochi people. It is now all the TVM people. I can do all my querying over here. Like, select star from v1 where m2 equal to 44. 44, there are many people. That is why I gave m2 equal to 44. Okay. Now imagine one fine day you find that before that, look here, select star from tab. Okay. You're selecting all your tables. I'm displaying all the tables which I have. Look here. It comes over here, v1. I created a v1. It is not a table. It is actually a view. It is a view, a sub portion of an existing table. So, I called it to be a view. It comes in my table select star from tab. It is recognized as almost a table. But imagine you were creating a sub table. Imagine you were creating a sub table. I'll even create a sub table. Okay. So, if you remember your sub tables, create, I'll just name it ST, create table ST as select star from test underscore STU. Test underscore STU where M2 equal to 44. I'm creating a subtable also. They're telling table created. Okay. And now let's see. Select star from tab. Look here. What was my table? ST. That also comes over here. The subtable also comes over here. Your view also comes over here. That is why I gave you an assignment. Find out the difference between a view and a table. Both of them, you create a portion out of the table according to a condition or whatever. Both of them, they are displayed even in your tabs. Then what is the difference between both? Okay, so that you will have to find it out. Now imagine one fine day you feel that you do not want this view. You can drop it off. Drop. Imagine how you drop your tables. You are dropping your tables like drop table, and then you give the table name. Okay. Imagine I'm planning to drop my test. Drop table test. They're telling me table is dropped. The same way you even drop your view. Instead, you give VIEW. Drop view V1 They're telling me the view was dropped. Now let's see. Select star from V1. Okay, they're telling me V1 doesn't exist. Let's see. Select star from tab. My V1 is gone away. So this is how you create a view, you update a view, and you drop a view. Okay, drop view V1.